What up, LA Live gang? This is your boy AC, and I'm back with another quick drive, drive home live stream edition of LA Sports Live. It's been a minute since I jumped on, but saw this story come across the wire, so I decided to jump on real quick. I was thinking that my next live would probably be whenever the Lakers decide to hire a head coach. From what I was hearing, it's probably going to happen within the next week or so, or maybe sometime this weekend. But anyway, this story is kind of look. This story, you guys see the thumbnail, you see the title, you guys see the thumbnail, you see the title. Let's get straight to it. Now, look, I did a story about this over a year ago. Hold on a minute, guys. Need some damn water. Shit. Over a year ago, um, because I just started to get this feeling, you know, Zach Levine wants to get to the Lakers. You know his comments a little bit over a year ago about LeBron James on how he would love to play with LeBron James. We know he played his college basketball at UCLA. Um, and like I said, I did a story on this over a year ago, and I said, man, keep your eye on this. Keep your eye on this, because a lot of people gonna say it's impossible. The Lakers, they can't do it. They don't have the assets. Look, man, anything's possible, and stranger things have happened. And I just kind of looked at all the different variables in this story and all the different things surrounding the Lakers. And this deal is doable. Definitely doable. And we'll talk about who, how, and where and why this could happen. I definitely don't think you'll see a trade straight up Russ for Zach Levine, but there's so many other things that you could do. Um, that I just definitely think a trade is possible. And on top of that, it will work for the Lakers because look, Zach Levine's max is lower than Russell Westbrook's max because Zach Levine's only been playing 5 years, so his max is only going to be $37 million. So let's just go on and get into it, man. Look, it's not going to be a straight up Russ for Zach. We know that because uh, number one, that money is a little bit way too off. It would, and I don't think the Bulls would want to give anything away more than Zach Levine. Anyway, who's to say Lakers want anybody else on that roster? The Lakers would definitely have to enlist the help of a third and maybe even possibly a fourth team. Uh, a a team to find Russ to go to, and B for that team to send assets to in the live stream. Wow. Anyway, so look, we saw that crazy James Harden trade. Multiple teams involved, multiple players involved, and goddamn, I think the Lakers were indirectly involved in that trade too. So for people to say that it's just absolutely impossible for it to happen, there's no way. I'm telling you, stranger things could happen. I did do a little bit of research, like I just got finished saying. Zach Levine's max is a little bit lower than Russ. So if you combine Zach's max with AD and LeBron, that puts him. I can't remember the exact total, but I think it puts them uh 10 million. No, no, no. Damn, I don't have my notes here, but it will put them under the cap, and I think they would have like $20 million left um to fill out the roster with complementary players um if they move THT on top of that. So if they trade Russ and acquire Zach Levine and move THT with no contracts coming back, they would, I think, I can't remember, man, but it was either they would have 20 million or 30 million left to get players to go along with the new big three. and that would include, players like Stanley Johnson, Austin Reeves, or whatever, Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn has a guaranteed contract, but people like Austin Reeves, Stanley Johnson, those are not. I don't believe those are guaranteed contracts. So anyhow, definitely, um, if there's a will, there's a way. The trade could get done. I'm not going to speculate on who the third team would be and who the players would be involved, but these are coming off the rumors from LeVar Ball and just other stuff that I heard going and float around the league, and plus the fact that Zach has expressed the desire to come back home and play in LA. Now, um, and let me add something else to this. This ain't gonna be no long live stream, but I kind of pay attention, man, to a lot of things that a lot of players say. Okay, so you guys know when the playoffs started going, and LeBron tweeted, he was on vacation or whatever, and he felt so bad that he wasn't in the playoffs, and he said, "I promise you." He made all kind of promises and guarantees that this would be the last time that he didn't make the playoffs. Why would he say that? Huh? Why would he say that? Why would he say, "I guarantee you this is the last time I don't, in my career," he said, "I guarantee you this shit hurts so bad, but I guarantee you this will be the last time I don't make the playoffs." Why would he say that? He knows something that we don't know. Well, he knows something that we about to find out. This is what I believe. He knows something that we're about to find out, and I believe um, Zach Lavine is going to be a Laker. Now, the first domino that's got to fall, and we'll probably hear about it. We'll probably hear about it in a few weeks, right around draft time. Zach Lavine is going to tell. Um, it, Zach Lavine is going to tell the Chicago Bulls, "Look, I ain't coming back." He's going to tell them. He's going to tell them, and then that's going to force their hands. They're not going to let them walk for anything. So that's going to force their hands to possibly do a sign and trade, because we know that the Lakers cannot sign Zach Zach Lavine outright. It would have to be a sign and trade. And like I said, so the first domino that falls is Zach is going to have to say, "Look, thank you, but I'm out of here. But you might as well do a sign and trade with me, because so you can get something." Chicago, they don't have any leverage, because at this point, he could go he could just leave for nothing to whatever team that has available cap space. But they probably should be smart and go ahead and do like Zach Levine's going to request, and to force a trade out of there, and then he's going to force and say, "Hey, I want to go to the Lakers." And then all the calls and negotiation and all that kind of stuff will be done with the Lakers. The Lakers, I mean, they're doing that shit now. You know, testing out the waters, seeing what team is going to be interested in possibly doing a three team deal, or even four-team deal, to ultimately land Zach Levine with the LA Lakers. Now, what's the next domino that I got to fall? Like I said, the next domino will have to fall will be the Lakers that have to find a deal. Now, I personally think it won't be that hard. Uh, there's a lot of things being said about the Russ and his contract and what other teams might be. I mean, look, them are just wolf tickets right now. The same way the Lakers are saying, the same way the Lakers are selling wolf tickets. You guys know the Lakers, they're selling wolf tickets too, because the Lakers are trying to say now, "Oh, we're gonna keep Russ. We're gonna keep Russ," and they're asking, or they're getting all their head coaching potential candidates' opinion about Russell Westbrook, about if they were to hire them, how would he fit in their offensive system? What kind of system would they run? This, that, and the other. Let me tell you guys, all of that is smoke screens, man. All of that is smoke screens. The Lakers ended. entered this offseason at a disadvantage because people were saying, "Oh, there's no way they could trade Russ. Oh man, nobody's gonna want that or whatever or whatever." Now, as soon as the offseason started, that was the talk at the beginning. Now, as the playoffs started, we started hearing about all these possible deals that could go down for Russ. So look how things change. The Lakers see that, they heard that, and now the Lakers they plant other stories in the media too. Like you don't think that story from Bill Plaschke was a plant, with Jeannie Buss. Look, one thing you can say about Jeannie Buss. One thing you can say about Jeannie Buss. I mean, there's a lot of people that got problem with Jeannie Buss. I had problems with Jeannie Buss. I expressed my opinions right here on this show about Jeannie Buss. But Jeannie Buss has been in the game a long time. One thing for certain, two things for sure. She's been in the game a long time. Importance of the media, and like I said, she's been doing this a long time, and she has a lot of friends in the media, and she knows who she can go to. Now, Plasty's gonna say that he went to her for the interview, but okay, if that's what you want to believe. Fine, believe that. But I'm trying to tell you, this woman has been around in this game for many years. Uh, has established a lot of friendships in the media, and she knows how to get out the type of message that she wants to get out. And what she told Plasky is, we're going to find a coach first, and then we're going to go from there. Then we start hearing all the stories about the Lakers may keep Russ. So that's just a plant. That's just a smoke screen to keep all these teams guessing about what they're going to do or what they want to do. I'm just telling you guys, and kind of throw them off their kilter, man, so they won't really know what position the Lakers, how they feel about stuff. A lot of these teams think that the Lakers are desperate and they could take advantage of them, but that's not the case because the Lakers are just like, look, if we don't get the right deal, we'll just keep them. The hell with you guys. We ain't about to get robbed and get bent over, just to get rid of a guy who's still a good player. Russ is still a good player. He's still a quality player. And let me tell you one thing. I said it once, and I said it before. There's only a handful of players in this league that have proven that they could take a team, even though he did have a, even though Russ, look, even though Russ did have a fairly good player along his side in Washington D.C. with Bradley Beal, he had a co-star, but Russ has proved that if you put some guys around him, that he could be the point guard and he could lead a team to the playoffs. I hear all this stuff about uh, Devin Booker. Devin Booker. What the hell did Devin Booker ever do until until Chris Paul got there? Devin Booker ain't never led nobody nowhere. Russ has. So way, Russ is proving that he can do that. Russ is proving that. I think when the dust settles and the smoke clears, I think we're going to see Russ moved from the Lakers, despite all this trash that's been talked. You guys, look, if you don't, I don't know what you guys, how you feel about what I think about, what I know about basketball, but I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't have, I don't have the basketball background. It's like somebody like my main man Kareem. I don't have, you know, I just don't have it. I hadn't been around the game as much as him, but I can tell you one thing. One thing from a fan's perspective: never under, never underestimate the value of an expiring contract. I've seen so many expiring contracts being traded for good players, for valuable assets, and this one here is a big one. It's a doozy. It's a doozy. $47 million. Uh, that could really help out a team if they could trade for Russell Westbrook with expiring deal, $47 million. You just got to stomach that for 1 year, and then $50 million coming off your books. That could allow a team to go after uh, a big time player next offseason. You got $50 million coming off the books that could allow a team to go after a super mega star player. The team could save it for 2 years from now, and then they could go off. They could go after Giannis when his player not player option, but his opt out, I believe, is in 2025, or something like that. But anyway, I'm just saying, man, that will give a team a lot of flexibility, man. So don't sit here and think that it can't go down. And I'm telling you again, the last time I heard a player speak with such a degree of certainty, I think it was about 2009. 2009, I can remember I was watching the NBA playoffs. The Miami Heat got dismissed. Shit, excuse me. The Miami Heat got dismissed. I can't even remember who it was. But I remember they interviewed Flash, Dwayne Wade. They interviewed Dwayne Wade. They said, "Oh, Dwayne, such a disappointing." I think they even got swept. I don't remember, but they got put out in the first round. And Dwayne Wade was like, "Hey, it is what it is. Um, I'll be back next year, but I guarantee you, this will be the last time I get put out in the first round." And you know why he said that? Super Team was formed that very summer. So I'm telling you, man, I just got this feeling. I just got this thing that this is what I'm thinking, man. That we're going to hear within a couple weeks, officially, Zach Lavine, a Clutch Sports client, he's going to tell the Chicago Bulls, "I'm out of here. You better get something for me while you can. You might as well do a sign and trade. And oh, by the way, I want to go to the LA Lakers." You guys tell me what you think about it in the comments below. I'm trying to fight traffic, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this live stream. Thanks for everybody who came through once again. Thank you to all the YouTubers who came through in the chat. Salute to Res Dog. Thanks for coming through, bro. Salute to Hood TMZ Podcast. Thanks for supporting the channel, brother. Um, when we get more news on this story, I'll bring it to you guys. Other than that, we are officially on head coach watch for the LA Lakers. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to Amir. I'm out of here. If you missed the stream, just go back and watch it. And haters are going to hate because I have a strong suspicion, a strong feeling that Zach Lavine is headed to the LA Lakers. You heard it here first. Anyways, your boy AC, LA Sports Live. I will rap with y'all later. Oh yeah, one more thing. I apologize, guys. I really kicked. I gotta kick myself. How the hell do I let my main man Kareem, the Kareem Report, come to Cali, be here for 4 fucking days, 5 days, whatever it was, and we don't do a collab? I was busy, wrapped up in work. You know, it's hectic for me, man. During the week, work, school, kids, homework, all that kind of crap. So it kind of threw me off, but that was my bad. That was a missed opportunity. I should have did a collab with my main man Kareem, but I promise I won't let that happen again. If the Lakers are any good next season, which they will be, and the Brooklyn Nets are any good next season, which they should be, I'm definitely going to make the trek to Brooklyn, and then I will definitely the collab will happen. LA Sports Live and the Kareem Report. Just want to let you guys know that. Anyway, it's your boy AC, LA Sports Live. I will rap with y'all later.